What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Survive in Java series. Now the second tower has been built, that's all in place, and again I'm actually getting a little bit better. The first one took me, I think it was 3.5 hours, and then the second one's taken me just shy of 3 hours, so around about a half hour to 40-minute difference in building time. I think after getting used to it, the main bit that takes the longest is the stair sections at the top, so I'm having to sort of build up each corner individually in order to ensure that I get all the stairs right, because the last thing I want to do is then have to put scaffolding up all around it in order to do it when I don't absolutely need to. So yeah, that's the second one for the second episode, so hopefully by the end of next week the other two should be done. Although I have got a couple of different games that the Halloween events are being active for, as well as a new game coming out, as well as a new Xbox coming out, so I'm not too sure how soon or how quick the episodes are going to be, especially when I have no plans, because everything that I want to do is going to take an insane amount of time. So today's episode, I honestly have no idea. I'm going to have a look in our storage room just to see what's on our wall, to see if there's anything that we can work on. Finished storage room, I haven't come up with even a design for that yet, or the smelter. The ender render, there's already 2 ender renders in the end, so unless I find a really gimmicky way or a really over the top sort of efficient way, I don't think that's going to be something that we sort of look into. Flower dye farms, I have got a flower forest, dragon sculpture. That's very cosmetic, and working on these towers are purely cosmetic at the moment, so I want to lean away from that. So our choice is like iron farm, but the iron farm I've got an idea for, but I don't know if I should implement it yet, because it requires me doing other things first. The quad witch hut, that's always a work in progress in the background. Alcatraz has been put on hold. Super smelter redesign, that's been pretty much done. I've just not edited and put together the episode. I've got loads of different little clips of it though, so yeah, the super smelter is actually working and functional, so we're gonna have to find something else to go do. You know what we can do actually? We've got when I made the creeper farm, whereabouts are you? There. When I made the creeper farm, I actually made it so that we were separating the creepers from the spiders, so we had the option of doing something with them at another time. So why don't we sort out a way of actually using, oh my god, where's the entrance? There we go. A way of using these guys. So either sort out a charged creeper farm or a CD farm, which would involve me finding a skelly bob to use as well. I'm also going to have to figure out a way of doing a block swapper in order to get the magma block and swap it for another one. Well, that's not what I was planning on happening. Okay, the worst thing is, like, the creeper comes in and sees me mucking around with this in the corner, he's not going to be happy. Yeah, let me get some redstone bits and pieces out, let's see what we can do here. Okay, and so, what'd you say, a couple of sticky pistons. We're going to want one, probably where, no, we're going to want it one block back actually, aren't we? So, oh my god. This is what happens when I don't really plan something, sort of having to wing. Okay, break you. Now if you get a sticky piston, say to here. That's way too far, we want it there, don't we? And I didn't even mean to place it there. Wasn't expecting a skelly to drop down there, but sure, why not? Okay, so sticky piston there, it'll pull that block, and then we're going to want another sticky piston here with another block, so that way we can stop them from dying. Concrete and be there, and then we're going to want to put a circuit in underneath here to ensure it all works. So yeah, let me figure out a circuit to actually do the block swap on. Okay, so I've forgone the block swapper because it wasn't allowing me enough room in order to get any minecarts to pick up the creepers to take somewhere else. So I've done in a little system which jumps back and forth a little bit, but it does the trick and it will wash the creepers away from the actual block. And that can all be done here. So it's just because it's like right next to one another, the bottom piston is getting quasi powered by the pulse that I'm sending to the dispenser, which is how comes it jumps back out and back in, but they're sort of needing to be like side by side, so I don't know how to make that avoidable, because I need to keep it powered with a redstone torch in order to keep the top one powered. So it's just going to be one of them little finicky things that I have no idea how to fix. And then this is going to wash the creepers at this height going in this direction, which is happy days, which means we need to sort of dig out in this way and create whatever room it is we are planning for them. I don't know how far it is for until the sort of ocean stops, should I say. Let's go have a look just to see what we're going to be running into, to see how far we can take them, because obviously we can't take them so far that they're going to despawn unless we're naming them first, or we're going to have to create a separate holding area for them. I really don't want to be storing loads of creepers this close to my base, because obviously I don't want to keep entities loaded for that long. But we can take what have we got in this direction? We've got this place over here, which we can utilise the top of. That would probably mean that I'll name them as they're going, and then they can make their way over to here, which means I need to create some sort of holding prison cell type deal. Go away, guy. Thank you. Yeah. Let me have a think, see the logistics of it. Means waterways all the way underneath the ocean, up to over here. Because we don't need an awful lot of them at any one point, do we? We just need enough to utilise for our own things. And I could actually set up the record disc thing over here, which is what I may do. So I'll have them drop into one section where I'll have a skelly behind, but it means capturing a skelly and naming a skelly as well. Which is a lot easier said than done around here. So yeah, let me sort of clear out an area over here, because it's very, 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 very sort of claustrophobic in here. And I need some sort of room to work with in this direction. And also I need to tidy up the creeper farm cosmetics, because where the pufferfish was making the creepers blow up, they was taking out the glass, and the obsidian just looks horrendous and it looks very dark and dingy. So I may cover it with some let's get some F's in chat for him. I may cover it in white concrete and have some end rods come down just for lighting. So yeah, let me do that, clear a little area, I'll get some more white concrete, because I don't think I've got any on hand in order to do this, because this is driving me insane. Also need to grab some end rods as well for lighting, clear out the room, and once I've done all of that I'll bring you back. Alright, so I've managed to get a area sort of crudely set up. The plan is I stand here, Skelly stands there, Creeper's in the middle. Skelly tries to shoot me, kill Creeper. That's pretty much the simplest way. I have covered the monstrosity of the obsidian box in white concrete and quartz, and did not mean to do a little fly swim action there. And then I've just put some end rods down just for lighting, because otherwise we kept on getting bats spawning in here, which was really, really annoying whenever I went AFK. We've got a little secret-ish door that goes into this area, and it's going to be obviously expanded off that way. I'm waiting for a skelly to hopefully spawn up here, so then I can name it and lure it into the little box thing here. So I'm going to have to sort of run this way to lure it, aren't I? So we're going to have to clear this stuff so it follows me, and then do like so. Like so. Like so. And then I'm going to have to clear, please don't be water, thank you, a little bit of room just so I can jump up. There we go. Also betting I can't do that when time comes. So it's a case of now of me just clearing an area for like a little dark room and hoping that a skelly spawns. The redstone is not helping me that. So yeah, the little door thing, I've just put a lever behind our... Oh, I've fallen into the creeper section. It's a bad place to be. So there's just a lever behind our little waterfall thing there, and obviously it's not very concealed, so I can't do much about that. But I didn't want the doorway there in the corner, because it was, after tidying this up, I was making a mess over here, and yeah, I wasn't liking it at all. So we just got this little doorway that allows us at the back. And then very crude setup, nothing overly imaginative, but we've got a box and a hopper in order to help us along. So it's a case now of, oh my god, my inventory is so bad. And then we can go like so. And it's a case of me now just, what did he have? Oh, a potato. Of me clearing more area, more room in order to hopefully get a skelly to spawn. So then we can name it and it chase us and fall into the hole. Once that time comes, I'll bring you back. So yeah, back in a bit. Okay, so we've got a skelly back there. Where it spawned with some other skellies, spiders. It's a lot of badness, really. I need to try to get a skelly and just a skelly here. Make sure the skelly's helping me out there by killing the spider. Come on. I don't care which one of you come, just one of you. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so let me just hook you up for a second. Deal with the rest of this, light up this little hallway. Ow. He's obviously got thorns, which didn't help me at all there. God. Yeah, I wasn't getting anything spawning here, and then I turned the creeper farm on to obviously clear some of the mobs, and it seems to have worked. Because instantly I had just groups of them spawning. So, torches please. Thank you. Hopefully that skelly doesn't despawn before I name it. Okay, break you. Do that. Do that. Excellent. So we can clear the blocks that are around him. I don't know, what was that? It's the creepers fighting the bloody pufferfish constantly. Like, there are a few instances where they can actually break the farm, and I've had it happen whilst I was AFK there, which wasn't fantastic. So we're gonna have, once this is all done properly, I'll have a piston that adds or moves the block there, and then okay, so that should be fine. Then you should be able to break that. Okay, so he can actually shoot us through there, which is perfect. Oh, I didn't even check my health there. There's some food. And then we can let some creepers in to see if this thing actually works or not. And if it does, then I'll tidy it all up. But for the time being, oh my god, inventory management. That all looks fine. Okay, so creepers should be coming down there, provided they've not blown anything essential up. Okay. So the water is still getting stopped. The only things that can really break it is them blowing up these signs, and it's on a very rare occurrence that can happen. So that's guys going through here, and then if I stand here and wait for it. No. Oh, come on, really? So all that we need to do is let the skelly kill the creeper. I need to create a way, oh yeah, music disc, a way that the skelly can't actually hit me though, would be really good. I'm thinking maybe a half slab. He's waiting for me to put my head up. I don't know how many CDs it is that there are in the game, but now we've utilised our optional creeper thing. Okay, so got blocks and C4, whatever it is. So obviously they're getting stuck on the pressure plate, and one comes along and nudges the next one along. Sweet. So it does work, it's just a case that it's very, very sort of... Come on. I may actually have to lift the Skelly up, but he seems to be doing alright. I was worried that the Skelly might be too close to the creepers, that the creepers might just explode to try and hurt the Skelly, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. And yeah, got a good few of them lining up. Goddamn bats are really, really annoying me. Oh, can you just kill the rest of the creepers? Yeah. Oh wow. Got cat, chirp, a couple of blocks, 13, gunpowder obviously. 3 of the block ones. Yeah, so we've got a very rudimentary record farm. That one was one that I hadn't seen yet. 11. Looks like a broken one. Wow. Yeah, I've got to get a list to see exactly what ones of these I need and don't need. I did actually get Pig Step. I went Bastion raiding with Mac on his live stream last Saturday, and I think it was like the first one that I hit with him. I managed to get the CD, and we did get like 3 copies of it as well. And we did actually face some of the new brutes that we hadn't faced before. Oh, out. Okay, I get it. There's no creepers yet. Yeah, so let me get a jukebox and let's see what these things sound like. Okay, jukebox has been made. And what's this one? I don't know about this one. There was one that sounds like a haunted house. I want to know what that one is. Yeah, I don't like them. I didn't want to pick up the garbage. Okay, chap. Not bad. Not great, but it's not terrible. Hey, we've got more than... Oh, yeah, I've got to be careful about that. I got too close to the glass. Well, we've checked out Mellow here. This one isn't terrible, actually. Yeah, this one is the one I like. Yeah, well, this is this. Pretty much done and dusted, I guess. But what I will be doing is well, probably later on this evening, I'll tidy this up and make it look a lot better. And obviously do all the ceilings, do the proper enclosure for the skelly, have it optional so I can open and close this bit for the creepers. And then after I've done all of that and it's all polished off, I'll bring you back. Alright then guys, let me take off my other mic. There we go. So I've done a bit of decorating, and I've also done a little bit of future proofing. We've got a bunch of them building up now. So what I've also done is wrapped a couple of pistons here, because what I actually want to do, hopefully next episode, is make another expansion onto this farm, but we could get into that as and when that episode comes along. So all I've done is pretty much just polished it off and hidden all of the stone and pretty much all of the ugliness. Not too sure what I can do to conceal the pistons from looking jaggedy. I really wish that they would look more attractive, but pistons are pistons, I guess. I can't really do much about the way they look. I could probably do a solid white concrete floor underneath to probably hide some of it, and then wrap it around this side. So that way you don't see the hopper, you don't see this bottom end of the piston. I could probably do a loop of like inwards facing stairs, probably kind of around the top there. So you would be able to see it from like through the glass, but yeah, otherwise there's not much else I can do. So we can open this, and hopefully this is still working after I've made the adjustments. Good. And also I have already collected 3 lots of all of the discs, and yeah, so I'm trying to keep them sort of organized. So, and actually if I do, oh no, I've disabled that function where I just middle mouse click and then it sorts everything for me. But yeah, I've been sort of moving them around so I could keep an eye on what's what, and I've managed to get all, what is it, 9, 10, 11, 12 CDs barring the pig step, for a full collection of all the records, which I will hopefully be gifting to other people on the server come Christmas time, because I'm trying to think of different things I can give people, and I know some people like collections, but this wouldn't be like the only thing I give them, because honestly it didn't take much work to be able to get all of these records. It's just sort of adding something onto an existing farm that I've already got. I could probably do something more with the storage system, because as you can see I'm constantly running out of room. So let's turn that off for now, and then I'll probably fly up and let these guys despawn, because I really can't be asked to go sorting out that chest right now. So do that, it all locks away and closes, and I've tidied it up over this side so you can't actually see any of the innards over there, and this lot will despawn. And yeah, next episode we will be building hopefully another add-on to this farm that is forever growing. But what I may actually end up doing, because I have little to no use of string, and literally it's building up here, just yeah, it's just monumental. I think it's getting to the point where it's going to start bleeding into the overflow, and I don't really want that to happen, because yeah, otherwise it's just going to fill up with string. So what I may do is disable the farm from having spiders temporarily, and because I've got plans for the future of wanting to do a cave spider sort of farm area, because I'm going to need spider's eyes for sort of mass brewing and whatnots in the future. And I think the cave, I've never really, I think the last time I built a cave spider spawn is probably my second world on the console edition, is the last time I messed around with cave spiders, because they're such a nuisance. But I've not played with them on Java, so I wouldn't mind giving them a crack to see what I can work out, and at least that way it will prevent spiders from spawning in here, freeing up the mobcat for creepers, so it becomes more efficient. But for the time being, I'm probably just going to leave it how it is until after I've done the add-on, and then I'll decide what I want to do with it. Because we're not hurting for gunpowder either, that's the thing about it. It's just something I've been thinking about, whether or not I want to disable the spider function. I've still got the spider killer in there, and it's still getting rid of them, and yeah, and I've still got like another 6 shulkers worth of gunpowder back at my base as well, that I was set aside for fireworks. I didn't use nearly as much as I thought I was going to, because fireworks are insanely cheap at the end of the day. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully, the thing is, I've recorded this over the course of probably the better part of about a week and a half, and it's because I'm sort of filming or recording multiple parts of multiple different episodes at different times, and keeping track of what I've done for what episode, it gets a little bit hectic. So there may sort of be some, I don't know if there's going to be scenes from last episode that shouldn't have been, because I know that I've recorded last episode before, no, after I recorded the majority of this episode. Yeah, so it's all time inception. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.